Tick, pulling you up. Do. All right, hold on, you guys.
Oh.
All right, let's have Tick. Let's have you up here because I need to talk to you for a little bit. We're gonna play some music. Hold on. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's get some music going. Fill the room. He just got the word out a little bit, but Tick, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I think my mic
All
just
right, cool.
closed. Now we're
Hey,
all
Tick,
set. Uh-huh.
do you have a live stream up already? I was gonna ask you for you to lead the space because I'm so much under the weather. I got just rained on today in the storm and everything, and I'm just got a fever that just I'm not able to shake it somehow. It's really bad. So you can keep the space open for just a little bit if you don't mind, and then just ask me maybe to close it
Uh-huh.
because I don't think I can sit up straight for that long for
Yeah, no,
it.
I get it. Absolutely. Well, shoot. I'm trying to think what do you think the best solution is? Do you think we should um I was gonna say, do you want to leave the space open for a little bit, or do you
You
think?
can run the space. That's not a problem. I can keep this space open. I can host. It's just that all the talking and stuff might be a no.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I know it's going to be a no,
yeah, for
basically.
sure.
Yeah.
Um, cool. Yeah, we could do that. Um, I don't even know what to. We want to wait for some people to join. So here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll get the DJ into the space, and then hopefully we can get some more listeners in here, and then I can maybe create a conversation with some people that want to shill. Hopefully, some people
Yeah,
want.
the reason I kept it open because there was a project in base that has just launched and they wanted to come shield. Now, I don't know if he has time because he has a few spaces that he needs to be at. But I told him that we're every day here, right? So it wasn't going to be an issue anyway. But he might pop up, might also not. But I just felt like we need to have this continuation going. It's just that I'm running a bad fever, and I already took something, but it's not getting any better without sleep, right?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's oh man,
bad
that's
weather over
gnarly.
here, storming and everything. It's unbelievable.
The what is storming? The weather?
Yeah, the weather here is bad.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. God,
yeah.
that's a wild shift from just how hot it was just a week
Oh
ago.
yeah, it's totally shit. But yeah, if you could just keep it open like this, and I'll be just closing the mic and lowering the volume a little bit. I'll just see if I zone out. You can always reach me on Telegram, right?
Yeah.
So we need to touch on the Solana gods. That's gonna be one. Maybe talk about the market a little bit. Yeah, not so much to say about that today. It's a little bearish. Right. I did want to talk about because I went to NVIDIA this afternoon
Oh no
and
way.
and the AI factory experience with NVIDIA and Dell computers.
Uh huh.
And it was such a ton of fun. I wish you could have been there. Take note. It's absolutely, the AI factory is crazy. Crazy. We need to make our own agents. I'm going to tell you that much. But
Wow.
yeah, so bullish. I was the whole day. I was like, can't wait to tell Tick, but I'm falling off a chair right
Wow.
here.
Did you
So
were you able to take like pictures and stuff like that as well?
not on the inside, no,
They don't let you bring your. You can't even. Yeah,
no,
because
and
it's
I
all
couldn't. Yeah, and I was
proprietary.
kind of there on invite a little bit more backstage because I did lead that whole team for marketing last week, right? So they kind of invited me, and I didn't want to overstep and ask and be like fangirl vibes, right? I
Yeah.
was kind of, yeah, I was like, all right, let me just, soak it all in myself also a little bit too, right? And it was a lot. I see Adam tried to join, but getting himself rocked at the same time. But yeah, I'm gonna cool off with a cool shower here and make the best of it, Tick, and it will, and feel better tomorrow, at least.
Yeah. 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 I'm sorry to hear that. That you're hurting like that. That's. I know how it goes for sure.
Yeah, it's just yeah, I'm so like you're shaking on the inside, and it's like I'm cold, but then I'm also hot. It's fucking annoying.
Oh man, that is brutal.
It's annoying. Yeah, but we'll get better, right? We just need to take some rest and let the medicine do their work. Get some tea with honey and that kind of stuff. And Song Jam is in here. Let's go, you guys. Tick is
Try Songjam DJ at songjam.space.
There we
there. You
go.
go. There you go. You're gonna play some tunes and let me know on the Telegram when I need to close out, right?
Okay. Yes, let's do that. I'll
And
go
I
ahead and
would
I'll
just
get.
keep it in. Yeah, keep it under an hour.
All right. Sounds good. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Alrighty.
All right.
Cool.
Let's
Cool.
see. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music while we get some listeners joining in here.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Wilder's gonna catch you tomorrow when I'm feeling a little bit better.
What's the ticker? You can catch me on the channel going fucking crazy, aping every season. I just blew the bank and I ain't need a reason. My bank account is empty and I told him I'm leaving, cause I only fuck with DeFi and the rest I don't need them. Make it look too easy, I do it as a joke, but style is too sleazy. I'm about to give this bitch a poke. I've been blowing all my money trying to see a triple X, but I'm losing all my money, keep on getting wrecked. I stayed up 2 nights, sipping Monster Energy, but now my bank account's empty and my wife is leaving me. I thought I'd get lucky, maybe see 1,000x, but my wallet got drained empty. I was liquidity for their exit, I couldn't waste a second. They saw me getting wrecked in these damn trenches. Could I smell a fart when I couldn't stand the stenches? But the next leg up, I'm pretending maybe I can make it, even though I'm broke. I'm asking what's the ticker. Patience wearing thinner, I ain't need no dinner, I just need a winner. What's the ticker, where's it at? Type of slaughter like a gat, I got crypto in the bag. What's the ticker, where's it at? What's the ticker?
So we're just waiting for some people to join up. In the meantime, here we go. What's the ticker?
Ripping crypto like a gat, see the chart it goes flat. White headphones on his head, money counting all his sweat. Gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella crazy. Got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another sell off, we been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip my 1%, it didn't slip. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another sell-off we've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. With the crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat. Money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap. Cashing out, hella cleansing. Got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. With the crypto on the gas, see the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap, cashing out, hella cleansing. Got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another sell-off we've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip, but 1% it didn't slip. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another sell-off we've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip, but 1% it didn't slip. I put the crypto on my tab, put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another sell-off we've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip, but 1% it didn't slip. Tip the cat, rip the crypto like a cat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap.
Yes, yes. How is everyone doing today? I do want to request some listeners up on stage to shill what's the ticker. Wilder is actually under the weather today and is unable to host. So right now we're kind of in the middle of waiting for people to join up into the space so we can get some tickers shilled. So if you do want to come up on stage, yes, we got Adam from Song Jam. The more people that we get up on stage, like, share, repost, and we can get this thing cooking today. Unfortunately, just I wasn't prepared for doing this by myself today. I didn't realize that that Wilder was going to be under the weather, so I'm going to try to get this space cooking. Here we go.
What's the ticker? Food? They see me coming through. Solana and some Sue. A bag of VE2 and yo ain't nothing new. It's same old attitude. Very bullish, yes it's true. In every single thing I do, we got limit orders coming through. Make sure my needs met. The only way I'm going in. If the profit's decent, it's no joke. I ain't eating. If the news is recent, I might have to yeet in. The charts are going crazy. Don't need a reason. Full simple. It ain't all season. Simple, it ain't all season. Full simple, it ain't all season. Full simple, it ain't all season.
All right, let's see here. We got a couple people on stage here with me. Adam, how you doing today, man?
Hey, bro. Yeah, I'm good, man. Good to see you. How's your weekend?
Weekend was eventful. Just busy nonstop, and now that Monday's here, it's like I got to catch up on all the other things that that open up during the week. um, where it's bills to pay and stuff like that. So the hustle never stops, no matter what. Even no matter what. It's like, real life doesn't stop. Even when the market's moving sideways, the volatility of life remains just as volatile. Crazy numbers in the market. It's weird that Solana is down today and it's at 232. This consolidating above 225 is so bullish to see. I don't know how you feel about Solana, but really stoked. That's just one thing that I wanted to comment on. How are you doing today, though?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty good. So I don't track Solana. I just brought it up actually. I don't track Solana that much. I kind of try and I just have like the blue chips. And so just a Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I track virtual because we're bonded. Our token is bonded with virtual, so I have to kind of keep an eye on it, right? Which is so that's like the one bona fide alt in the bag. And I know some people might say Sol is like a blue chip, and I can respect that as well. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it. I mean, so interestingly, and probably. You probably don't keep like a close eye on virtual, but virtual actually like almost dropped below $1 like last week, right? Which would have been like a pretty bad kind of psychological threshold uh to 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 drop below, right? Um and then it kind of bounced back, but now it's kind of hovering around it's like 118 at the moment, which is still, yeah, not like it's I mean I think it's kind of tracking like a lot of the alts at the moment. So but it's, I don't know, the thing is about this market is I feel that like there's so much kind of PTSD that every time like we even approach like a new high, so many people are just like ready to sell. Like so many people are like ready to just like take any like profit that they can.
Yeah,
So it's kind of the sustained runs of the past feel just like quite, yeah, it just doesn't seem the same, right? So I'd love it if we could get to a sustained run, but I don't. I'm just feeling like this stop start thing has been so, it's just been so typical every time we even approach a high, right? I don't know what you think about that.
yeah. I don't know. One thing that I think about is when Wilder told me about like the Trump coin, and like how a lot of the money was made off of liquidity pools, and so by market manipulating the market and creating pressure by placing limit orders that are just like massively moving, have massive price impact, then theoretically you could keep all your trades within a certain range, so you could just keep farming, yield farming off of the liquidity pool hypothetically. And so for a lot of things, it's like it almost seems like that's like apparent because you'll see a chart bang against a number like 6 times before it finally breaks through that resistance, and we see it like time and time again. And I don't know if that's because like the buy pressure just overwhelms the amount of sell pressure and the psychology of all of that. Like that's what's fascinating. But the reason I mentioned Solana is just because, dude, it was at like $97. I'm looking at the chart right now. It was at $97 back in April. So for 5 months ago, and now it's sitting at 232. So I understand what you mean when you're like, yeah, you wouldn't really put it in the same category as like Ethereum and Bitcoin. I mean, even though I guess technically it is, it is more volatile than those ones. But we're starting to see a little bit more stability in the price now, and especially now that we've broken that 12, I think it's like 12.15, 12.20 like key resistance level. The chart like looks remarkable, like on the 4 hour, the way that Solana, for instance, is running up. So I want to pull up the virtuals chart to kind of see what you were talking about there, because that's a new chart as well. That one's only what 2 years old, something like that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely pretty new. I mean they had an all-time high in like I think it was January. It was almost like January the 1st, like with the kind of agent AI agent run up,
Uh huh.
and and then they kind of got back to like half of the all-time high in June, right? I think it was June or just before in May. And actually, I was really impressed because it was that was one of the reasons I actually jumped in to virtuals at that point, and that's the reason, one of the reasons I decided to go and launch over on their launch pad.
On
And
Genesis.
in yeah, yes, exactly, yes,
Yeah.
the original Genesis, and I was actually, yeah, I say it was less actually for the tech, and I mean I think it was good that they were doing agents, but I was just impressed that like they didn't rug because they kind of like it would have been. I think a lot of that, like Eliza, right? We were talking about Eliza a few weeks ago, I think,
Uh huh.
and like I don't think Eliza rugged, but they just kind of haven't been able to, like AI 16Z just hasn't come back, right? So
Oh, hold
as
on.
to
Is
my
AI 16 dead?
Well, I mean, they haven't pulled it together. I mean, the interesting thing is like they were trying, the weird thing is they were trying to do a launch pad on Solana, right? Like I bet you never heard of it, right?
No.
Because nobody has. But there was good, like, so there was the only reason I discovered it is because I was actually going through their GitHub one day, and I found like the entire code base for this launch pad on Solana, which is like it's probably pretty like a pretty good bit of code, right? It's probably some pretty good programs, but the problem is it's just like they fucked up the marketing bit, right? So they were never it never really launched, and so that's like, yeah, what's a launch pad without launching, right? And that's kind of,
Yeah.
so I mean it's funny because it's like often with these things, like so many things, it's about mind share, right? And like, do you actually know what's going on with AI60Z? I've got no idea. I haven't looked at the chart for like since Christmas probably. I've got no idea what's going on with it, but like because it's so far away from top of mind, it's like one assumes that it's dead until like they're able to make some kind of wave that would impact, like, more like broader attention, right?
Yeah, it's wild to me because the thought just always occurs to me that I've heard before, that there's not enough liquidity to go around for everyone. And so when I see like random, like, so I went through the AI16Z web's Twitter page, which I'm not sure if it's actually them, because it's AI16Z666 is the handle. Joined September 2009. I can't tell if this is just a LARP. It, and so anyway, they've got this launch pad called Odin.fun. So I'm not sure if that's the launch pad that you were referring to, but it looks like crap. Like it looks like it was made like it's just basically like an Excel sheet that's in dark mode. It's like the lamest looking website. Um, but that's what I mean, is that like so many, there's another launch pad, like, I don't. It's like, when does the insanity stop? And Bonk.fun, on the other hand, has kind of taken a lot of, okay, that didn't work. Has taken a lot of the mind share from, and a lot of the market from Pump Fun, and it's like a staggering number. It's like 85% of coins now have gone, that were being launched on Pump Fun. Now it's moved over to Bonk mostly, is what it is. So, but I mean that's something completely different, because with Genesis, that's gonna be on, that's Genesis is on base Ethereum, correct? Yeah,
Yes. So
whole
base
different.
and they have done something on Ethereum, to my understanding. And there was also a plan for Solana, but yeah, man, it's definitely. I think that what I've observed is these projects, these EVM projects, have struggled to do much on Solana, and there were some virtuals projects that actually tried to bridge to Solana. Actually, funnily enough, I was at an event. I was at an event in Hong Kong. I was at a
Try
Solana
Songjam
summit.
DJ at songjam.space.
Yeah. I was at a Solana summit, and the virtuals team, there was some representatives from the virtuals team rocked up and actually announced a hackathon, their hackathon that they ended up doing. Um, and they announced it at the Solana summit, and there was a big plan for Solana. But my understanding is they kind of messed that one up actually. So I did have some discussions with some people who were quite bearish about virtuals because of this, because they weren't able to like pull off this launch on Solana that they were kind of pushing at one point. But yeah, it's kind of it's like a failed experiment, really, I think. So they just weren't. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what virtuals have is resources. They do have, like a decent resource to run, right? So they will be here. Like they've got like decent backing, and like that. I think my understanding is like 5 years of runway at the current scale, right? Which is not insignificant, because they've got like a decent amount of people, and like they're covering, like, they're trying to cover like quite a big amount, like all over the world, really.
Yeah.
But so they'll be here for a while, and they can afford to make some mistakes on the way. So
Absolutely.
it's not, I'm not bearish like for that, like to know that they tried is like, yeah, it's interesting,
Yeah.
even that they tried and failed. Like I'm not bearish. I'm more bullish on virtuals for being in the ecosystem, actually, I would say. Like even though it's like they've gone down, virtuals has gone down since I came into it, right? But like, it's like I'm more bullish for what I've seen. So I'd say like than I was when I entered, right? So I
Yeah.
think that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's still just incredibly early for, so many people. I don't I think most of like it's kind of a weird statement to make, but like I feel like a lot of people may not even know what AIXBT is, or like its purpose, or any of that. And AIXBT ran up to I've got the chart right here. The let me pull up the weekly chart on AIXBT. So it ran up to, yeah, almost a billion. It ran up to 900 million market cap. We're currently sitting at 107 market cap. So that's alpha for anyone that's like looking for a hot buy or whatever. I mean, I've always had like a lot of faith in AIXBT. Right now it's down. There was like a hack that happened, like an Ethereum hack, I believe, that happened back in. You can see when it happened because there was like a giant price drop. I guess, was it in January of this year? I could have swore.
It was. I think it was even later than that. Yeah, the
Was
the
it?
the the, the dump in January was like that was every agent, like
That was
every
just from
agent
Trump
just
coin.
sold off.
That was just from
Yeah,
the crypto market in general.
that was
There's a
just, yeah.
series of coins. There was the Libra coin,
w-
the Trump coin, the
Everything fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was interesting because like everyone was like, there was this the AI agent run up from, I think it was from like the Truth terminal, right?
Yeah.
From that
Yeah,
from
fart coin.
that to,
Fart. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, and fuck, well, goat, right? Goat,
Oh,
right?
Goat
The
was
the
Truth Terminal as well.
goat, yeah, goat
Oh,
was from
I,
Truth terminal. Yeah,
there's
that
so
was that
much
was my understanding.
there's so much
Yeah.
lore that it's like sometimes hard to keep up with like every single coin. Goat was one that I totally like wish I had found out about early because it was like ripping like hell when it did rip. But I don't even know anything about. I never like got in on Goat coin at all myself. Did you?
No. Well, I basically missed the agent run, really. I mean, one of my friends was like, I mean, one of my friends who was huge in NFTs in 21 and
Yeah.
2020,
Yeah.
and like massive in NFTs. I mean, and he did really well in the AI agent run
I
actually,
see.
and he was like, and he was like all over me at the beginning of the year for the AI agents, but then it was
Right.
like that was when everything it cooled down so quickly, right? It was
That's the
like this,
thing.
as I say,
That's the
it's this
thing that sucks too.
PTSD.
That's the thing. It's like that's what's so important about like do your own research, because by the time somebody's telling you that hey, this is a good buy, that means it's probably been performing pretty well, and it may be up 30% or 50% or 300% from the time that they bought it, and like hey, this is a really good buy. You got to get in. You got to get in, and it's like usually the time where you're taking screenshots and sending it to your friends like hey, look at this, that's time to sell typically. And Wilder's kind of told me that as well, and I found it to be true because I have so many screenshots of myself up like ridiculous like 100x runs and stuff like that, and then me not selling, and then just being like, oh well, cool, that was a couple grand I could have had easily, basically for free, but I fumbled that one, and I mean I didn't fumble
Yeah.
every bag. You fumble a couple bags like that, and then you start learning to sell, even if you know what I mean. Like there's
Well, it's greed, right? The
yeah,
problem is greed.
learning to
Yeah.
control that greed, and the market
Mm,
never rewards greed. This market never rewards
mm.
greed, and I've seen it happen so many times, even with stupid little things like me getting greedy over like a whitelist opportunity or whatever, like has even backfired for me. So like full disclosure, I do recommend anyone that's looking into whitelisting, getting whitelisted and doing all of that stuff, make sure that you are do your own research and know the people that you are like interacting with, and the people that are behind the project. And that's one of the awesome things about these spaces, is that like we can have discussions with developers and different projects and things like that. And so for instance, like Adam is the developer for Jam DJ, which is an AI agent that is on Virtual's protocol. And so Lurky, if you are listening, and if you don't know what Lurky is, go on lurky.app and register an account so you can see your mind share discussion topics and all of that sort of stuff that is laid out clearly. But that's basically the two things are kind of like tied together a little bit as well, because the Jam DJ, correct me if I'm wrong, it utilizes the Lurky API in order to interact with the spaces. Is that how it does it?
Well, yeah. So actually, yeah. So we do use the Lurky API for the leaderboards, because we've also got a
Oh,
leaderboard
yeah.
offering, right? And we use the Lurky API for that, and we're teaming up with Lurky to basically build a new DJ agent as well, and that's like a true collaboration, right? So and partnership,
That's
and that's
sick.
yeah. I just came off the call actually, so we're figuring out how exactly it's going to be operating, but that's actually including a donations feature as well, right? So there's going to be a smart contract that can enable, like, creators to accept donations through the agent, right?
Mm,
And yeah, so this DJ, so that I think we'll have a new agent that will be like a kind of Song Jam Lurky agent or something like that. And for the first run will be like that. And then what we're looking to do is set something up so it's easy to spin your own agent, so you can have your own account, like branding, and your own agent branding in the space as well, right?
mm.
So something around that. But yeah, this has been a good it's yeah. I mean, I say I just got off a meeting with these guys, and we're just preparing. I guess it'll be in the next few days. I think the fruits from this collab
Yeah.
will be hitting the spaces. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Well, sick. Yeah, let me know because I would love to test out. I've been testing this thing like every day, so I'd love to explore more of it. And I do want to say hi to some of the other people that have come up on stage. Thank you so much, Adam, for helping me kind of kick this off. And let's see. I know that we had Cold request up, Mr. G request up. If whoever has got their hand up, it looks like EAC. Yeah, you got your hand up first. So, yeah, let's go ahead and I want to hear what's the ticker. What's going on today?
Yo, bro. Shout out to DTN. He got me in here. The hand up is on my profile pic. It's the ultimate troll. Glad that it got me the spot, bro. I'm live streaming you guys right now. I jumped in. I saw you live streaming. So get P. That's 4 letters. GETP. That's the ticker. If you get 1% a day, it's like $150. You become a partner. And what does that mean when you partner with Get P? I promote you on the live stream. I create ads for you. I shill you and others. And, we're partners. So Get P, that's the ticker. Go check it out. Live streaming now on Pump on X. Get P. What's Get P? It's the pink pill of Pump. So we talk about perps trading, just Get P. What's Get P? It's the pink pill of Pump. So we talk about perps trading, just everything to do with crypto, everything to do with P, promotions, profits, pumps. Just launched it on Pump Fund because I'm getting paid. Get those creator rewards. So 5 days deep,
Nice.
$500 in. So
Cool.
if you need help with that, pick up some token, hit me up. I'll even gift you some if you need it. But just let's work together. Let's promote each other. And if you're streaming, let's get on stream together.
How's it been for you then so far on Pump?
Yeah, bro. So like 5 days deep, he went live. He ran up to 1.2 million. So I don't even know how
Yes.
many creators rewards he's like
Believe.
racked up.
Yeah,
But
I believe.
so like what Pump's doing, I'm super bullish on it because they've kind of like before it was like a creator had to like rug their token to make profits, like sell their token, and that's never good. Like rugs, everyone's bitter about a rug. But now if they push their token, they're getting those creator fees. More people buying and selling on their token is making them more money. It's incentivizing them to keep like pushing and putting out content. The content that's come out on Pump Fun as of the last 3 days it's just been so much better. So
Yeah.
I definitely would encourage you if you need help. Like if you want to try it, why not? Like it's super
Yeah.
easy, and
Well,
it costs
yeah.
like there's definitely certain things you should know. There's definitely it's mass extraction going on, but as long as you know the details about it, like get in and like
Sure.
I'm a builder. I'm a doxed. I've been building on Polygon for 2 years. I have 800K token on Polygon EAC, but I just can't deny that Solana and Pump is the place to be right now because
Well, it's
Polygon's not paying me. Pump Fun is.
sure. Yeah. I mean, my friends launched there like about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that was actually. I mean, they haven't bonded. The token hasn't bonded yet, but it's an amazing. They're doing an amazing project, and I think actually they kind of beat the market for like really even like a few weeks ago launching on there. I feel like there was nothing in terms of streaming, but then the meta has kind of shifted just in the last. I feel like in the last, well, in that period that they launched, suddenly like everyone's talking about streaming on Pump, and there's a lot more competition now actually, which is which is kind of I think I should, but I should have been on their space earlier and giving them more feedback on because they did another battle. They do like there's Wave Wars. I forgot to put that in the comments actually, but the ticker is their ticker is Wars, WARZ, and that's actually live traded music battles, and they're still kind of developing it really. But you can actually trade the chart. You can trade the artists will play music, and they're streaming it on Pump every week now. And I think they should increase the velocity a bit, and I think they could simplify their offering a bit as well, and in order to stand out on the platform. And I've got some input for them that I forgot to give them earlier. But yeah, this definitely is like. Have you started streaming on Pump Fun yet,
I'm
Tick?
streaming right now, bro. Like you're live on Pump right now. Um, check the comments. I'll pin it up there. And we're going live streaming too later with a bunch of us. So if anyone's interested to get on stream with us, talk about your project, and just hang, I encourage you. Just hit me up in the DMs. We'll add you to the chat. And if you're going live, you can post your live streams in there, and we all support each other. And yeah, let's all run it up together. The thing about, like you said, about competition, yeah, but with competition means better streamers will come, and when better streamers come, mean more normies come, and when more normies come, more money comes. So it's win, 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 win. So Pump Fun, uh, I wasn't a big fan in the beginning, but I'm on board now. I'm promoting Pump.
Yeah, I'm into it. So ever since Hurricane is the founder of Wave Wars. Ever since he came out and said that they were going to start streaming on Pump Fun, I've been following it, man. And I was there for the launch of Wars, right? They when they launched, and it's actually it was a great experience launching the token, and it was actually much better than our launch. And yeah, it's like and that's partly because of the way that they do, like the sophistication of the platform by now. It's so tight, right? That experience when it launches is just like, oh my god, it was so good, and really, like, that was a trade. Like, I mean, people, you could instantly make money from that. And it's just, yeah, I mean, like, no doubt, like, if you find like the right teams, like, and get in with them, like, as they're launching. So yeah, shout out to Tricky. Actually, Tricky, I've met in a Wave Wars space. Good to see you, bro. And yeah, but Tick, are you back? I think Tick was rugging for a second, but are you back now?
Yes, I am back. Yeah, you can hear me all right? You can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. You're back for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as streaming on Pump goes, I've been kind of interested in doing it. Do you use Restream to simulcast, or what platform are you streaming from for the Pump from? I mean, I know I could look this answer up on ChatGPT. I'm just being extremely lazy.
No, it's all good, bro. I'm here in the space. Answer the questions.
I mean,
don't go to ChatGPT. Ask a real person. Why not? I'm streaming on StreamYard.com. Like, it's just the one that I got started with. It's they got a free 7-day thing. It's like $43 a month if you want to, like, go after the 7 days. And I do have a referral link if any of you want it. But it's really kind of, I don't have much experience. It's kind of been my first streaming platform, but it offers you the ability to, do a lot of things, get people on screen with you, share your screen, and add a bunch of ads. That's the one thing you get when you get 1% of Get P. Like, I'll throw your ads up there on stream. I'll throw like an MKU3 ad up here right now because they're a partner, and you can see, like, I pinned it up there. I'm gonna throw his video up there. You guys should be able to see it. There's the MKU3 video, and that's what you get when you're a partner of Get P.
Yes, I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. So I go to stream channels, add channel, and then I don't think Pump Fun's listed on there yet. So I'm gonna have to Major League Gaming. Rumble, TikTok Live, Kick, LinkedIn, Twitch. But there is a way to add a custom channel to stream. I think I actually have to go into the. So when you set this up, though, let's see. Do you go to how it works? I'm wondering how you get the RTMP server address to stream to. How do you? Where do you?
That's right on Pump Fun. Like you just, when you go to stream on Pump Fun, you just hit the scroll down button. It's the second one. You just go live stream that on Pump.
Let me
And
see.
then are you asking for like the StreamYard, how you do it? Or
No. I'm asking that there's usually a URL that you stream to with a stream key, and I'm wondering how I get my stream key for Pump Fun. I'm trying to figure if like
yeah, so when you first go to stream, it's like you just click down and it's there.
at live
Yeah,
stream.
there's a settings button, Tick, where you can get a OB or ORBL or RT something. It's a key to where you can literally give it to other people that are working on your project as well. As long as you open the stream, they can stream from their device. Like we had one of our partners stream for MK yesterday for 2.5 hours. It was pretty dope.
What I don't see is so on pump.fun/live, I don't see. Why am I not seeing it? You say scroll down, and all I'm
Like when
seeing.
you first go to launch this stream.
Okay, I don't see an option to launch a screen.
So you have to be on the token so you have to be logged in with the wallet that you have as quote unquote either the CTO wallet or the dev wallet for the token. Once you click on that token, it will give you the option to start a live stream at the very top of the page. But you have to be on the token that you've created.
Okay.
Or when you create the token, you will get that option.
Now I think I follow you. Because I've created tokens. So how do I? Let me see if I go to my profile. Let's see. They're so old. Let me see. One created token? Really? I thought I made more than that. Well, this is on one of my accounts. Where the hell's my freaking token? This is so weird. Wendigo. That's right. Oh, what a genius. Ticker name. Wendigo AI was this whole thing that I was creating where it was an AI agent that does market analytics, wallet tracking, basically looks at P&Ls on well-performing degen meme coins. So, for instance, I'll just spill the beans because this was like 6 months ago. I came up with the idea, and I've kept hitting wall after wall with like API calls and stuff where I was like, this is going to cost me a fortune to make. But I've seen actual things that kind of follow a similar blueprint as what I was creating. One of those is lore.trade. And if anyone wants the alpha on that, I will hook you up. I'm not even going to bother saying that twice. I've got access to it with the exclusive password, and I will hook anyone up just to help spread the love. So hit me in the DMs if you're interested in lore.trade. Do your own research. This isn't something that I'm like, it is genuinely something that I'm just trying to help people out with if you're interested in doing that. So Wendigo AI is my little deal that I had 8 months ago. God, what a loser. 8 months and still no tech. It's like the dev, when tech. When are you actually going to drop this? Oh, fuck, I just went live. Cool. Well, hey, thank you for explaining to me how to do this because I'm trying to figure out how I can I want what's the ticker on Pump Fun as well, since we host every day anyway, but doing multiple streams. Currently I'm doing YouTube and X, and that's great and all, but the consensus is that YouTube is like Sesame Street in terms of like their allowance of like what you can like talk about and what you can say. And I know that we're not very like morbid on here, but I'm kind of like nervous that like we've dropped F-bombs and shit words and all sorts of stuff. So like I
On
don't.
YouTube will shut you down for everything, man. Like
Yeah,
basically on X right now, it's no limit. You can post any song you want, and but you can't even like I'm reposting songs that I'm playing on a YouTube, and I'm getting like flagged. I'm like, what the like, yeah, I'm just kind of like totally off YouTube now because why would I? I'm not getting YouTube's not paying me. They're just giving me a hard time and showing me ads every 10 seconds. But I do have one thing I kind of did that was fun, which I would encourage you guys to do is like you can do an open playlist. So I have the playlist. If you want to add to the Get P playlist on YouTube, you can add songs. It's open to everyone, and then I play that playlist in on Pump while I'm doing like building live and stuff like that.
dude, I think that I really like what I'm hearing, and yeah, I think that we for sure need to like talk some more. I don't know. Do you know about like what I do or like my association with DTN and Timbo and uh are you
Nah,
familiar?
bro. Like Timbo said, get in here and chill. I just popped in here, so
Okay.
nice to
So this
meet
is
you.
yeah, you
But
too.
yeah, Timbo and I are like partners. So
Bro, you and I are on the same. Well, I don't want to like make any assumptions. That's just gonna make me sound like an idiot. But um, I think that we could very much see eye to eye on some things. So I would definitely like to keep in touch with you. I'm glad that I spoke with you a little bit today. I'm not just saying that, dude, because you can even ask Timbo. Timbo's down there in the listener. I want to bring. Sorry if I forgot to bring people up on stage, man. I'm just kind of running this one man. Usually I'm a little bit more on it. But Timbo will tell you I've been doing this for a minute, and like my whole philosophy is that we onboard people into crypto by showing them the way to not get wrecked. Essentially, it's like, look, you don't need to lose thousands of dollars in seconds chasing 1,000x's, but let me dump $3,000 into this meme coin because this looks like it has a super high potential for return. You realize how bad you get. People don't understand how bad you get wrecked because your price impact makes you exit liquidity just automatically because you bought too big of a bag on a meme coin with a market cap at 64K. That's like just a bad example, like a loose example that's not really set in stone. But I'm saying that that's how these things happen. That's a pitfall in crypto. And most normies or newbies or whatever you want to call it, they don't understand this stuff. And in order for people to like keep from getting themselves wrecked, I feel like spaces like this that encourage financial education, financial literacy. We got people like Mr. G in here who are, this guy he's Mr. G because he's an absolute gangster when it comes to trying to educate the youth in what financial literacy means and financial hygiene and how investing works and all of that stuff. So and on top of that, as well as all of that, I'm down for shilling projects, giving opportunities developers to come on here. That's like how I met Adam from Song Jam. It's how I've met a lot of people that are just awesome, that are absolute killers in this space, and being able to talk to them like one-on-one and having them answer your questions in real time as I'm like, well, what about this? What about this project that was similar? Well, what about that network? What about the issues with this? And they have answers for everything and they're not rehearsed. And that it's not somebody selling you a used crappy car, a rug essentially. It's like, okay, this is actual project with bones and meat and like with the protocol like virtuals. My point about AIXPT hitting a 1 billion market cap, you gotta like, if that doesn't give you an idea of what virtuals protocol is capable of, that was just kind of like their like litmus test right there. Like let's see what happens if we create an AI agent on a platform on base, and if we build it, will people come? And finally it's like it's taken a little bit of time, but now you have developers and stuff coming along and they're seeing this like holy grail and they're like, hold on, you're telling me that this is all just being wasted, that there's all this amazing technology that we are like in the future beyond comprehension. Like we can't even fathom how far we are in the future. I don't know if anyone remembers what 3 years ago was like, but we are so far away from there. And I see some hands up. So let's go ahead. I want to be fair to everyone. I think Cold's been waiting for a second to say something, man. I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude to you at all. Please shoot me a follow. Follow the host and the co-host, repost the space, do all that good stuff as far as etiquette goes. But yes, man, how are you doing today? What's the ticker?
I'm doing very good. I'm doing very good. I think I followed Wild a few days ago, and then I turned on notifications. So when I saw the space on, I decided to open to get connected to you guys more. And it's very impressive how you guys are moving on with the space. Of course, yeah. How are you doing today too, bro?
I'm doing so well, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What are you? It sounds like, are you on the other side of the world from me? I'm in U.S. I'm in California, U.S. Are you? Europe?
No. I'm Nigerian.
Nigeria, dude. I love it, man. I love everything that's going on in Nigeria. Google, Apple, Amazon, all these companies have increased the infrastructure, building the tech, the tech and infrastructure in Nigeria because of, I mean, ultimately because like the labor is cheap. But what has ended up happening as a result is you have a population of these highly like technically inclined users now coming onto Twitter and getting involved in crypto and learning all this stuff, and it's so refreshing because years ago, anytime you would hear a Nigerian accent, it's like it was kind of like a red flag that, oh my gosh, I might be getting scammed right here. I mean that respectfully. I'm sure you're well aware. But I'm so stoked to see that like people that are in countries that have there's a very a large void between the upper and the lower caste in Nigeria, where like the rich are very wealthy and live in like large mansions, and it's like absolutely insane, and then they're living right in like next to poverty. Is that factually correct? That's the impression that I get from like social media.
Oh well, I don't know, but yeah, I think you should do more research to know more about Nigerians.
Yeah.
And yes, just like you said, I think recently there's been like a lot of buzzing people or Nigerians coming into the space, and yeah, it's been amazing because like they've been learning a whole lot and learning the culture, and a lot of things are really changing. So yeah, it's
So what are you buying? Are you buying suey? It seems like Nigerians love suey, man. I don't know. It's is it the word of mouth down there that it's just spreading, or is it people wearing walrus t-shirts? You love suey too?
yes. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you guys can hear me or Tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tick is rugging. Is it rugging?
Oh, am I rugging? Am I rugging? I'm not rugging.
Yeah, I think.
No, bro, you're not.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Well, Cold. Real quick. I just to be fair to everyone else too. We like to keep it moving, so we try to keep it 3 minutes per shill. Do you have any like tickers that you're looking at today, or did you just want to shill Sui, or what's going on today?
No. So I don't want to shield a ticker, but I actually want to shield, not really shield, but then I'm very sure most of you are like Solana Maxis and you know about Soulflare very well. And I don't know if you guys also have, come across wallets that don't use private keys or, seed phrases. I think a few days ago, I was, just moving through the timelines and then I saw a wallet. It's actually backed by Solana themselves. And I think recently they had a partnership with Jito Soul, and then a partnership with Circle, that's USDC. So yeah, and then I did my research, and it was very good because I hadn't used any wallet on Solana that don't use private keys or how do you call it, seed phrases, right? And so I I checked, and this wallet you can create with. either your phone number. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Sorry. Sorry, am I okay, okay, yeah. So you can actually create either your phone number or you can create it with your Gmail or yeah, your email yeah, from any country, and you can actually trade wallet. You can also trade stuff. And yeah, meme coins you guys are making. And like it's very easy for you to like copy like a CA from, and then just paste it and you see the token is there as long as you say yeah. So
I'm gonna have to cut you off cold. Apologize, but it seems
yes.
like you keep rugging.
Oh yeah, like am I rocking?
Yeah.
Am I rocking, bro?
No, we can hear you too, bro.
Oh yeah. so, so that's it. Actually use your phone number or your email to create this wallet, and it's very easy and very simple stuff to do. I mean, people talk about also like the security, because I think most people actually like save their seed phrases or private keys on their email, so it's like there's no difference. But then if you can actually use or maybe diversify or pivot to, try some other tech which you can use like your email, I think is also good. So I can actually send you crypto through your email or your phone number on SoPay, and that's just it. And they actually use ZK Pro for security, and yeah, that's it. You guys should check it out. Check it out. I think I dropped it in the comment section. Okay,
Sick.
so
Yeah. I recently got myself the Solana Seeker, which has a wallet that it's a basically a cold storage wallet that is fingerprint accessible. So it uses your thumbprint to access. So it's a ZK wallet. Yeah. I think
yeah,
I guess that would be considered ZK since you just use your thumbprint, right?
ZK, yeah. It's
Yeah.
ZK. I think it's that particular tech is really going very wide in like the crypto space, especially in DeFi, because like a lot of projects are like using ZK proof for a lot of things they're building. So yeah.
Well, the importance of ZK also helps with like onboarding because, well, I think it does because the more hoops that you have to jump through with like, oh, verifying KYC, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I actually gave up with Pi. I want to hear some people give me some, grief over this, or just some people tell me how dumb I am for fading this. But dude, with Pi, I had been mining for like years, and I didn't even mine that many coins. I don't even remember how many. But when it came to like doing the KYC and doing all that stuff, I was running into so many errors and like hitting so many walls, and it was like asking me for keys that like I don't even remember being given. Like I was trying to like check my computer to see if I had them, and I'm like thinking to myself like I don't know where the hell I would have even put these keys. And I didn't understand why it needed the keys again for KYC for something that was natively installed on my PC. It was just like very bizarre. The tech definitely was lacking, and I think I should actually start up my Pi network node right now and see what it says. I think I missed the KYC last month, or I think it was August 13th, somewhere around there, August 15th. They had said that you needed, but they keep extending it as well. Is anyone here familiar with Pi mining? It's that blockchain mining software. Yeah, we got some people. So, what's the consensus, you guys? What do you think about? What do you guys think about Pi?
Great idea, but it didn't earn me anything either.
Okay, yeah, right. Great idea, but like kind of a waste of time. But one of my buddies has like 20,000 Pi tokens that he had been mining for the last like 8 years. So I don't know if he had any luck cashing out or if he sort of forgot about it as well. I want to hear like some success stories, but Mr. G, was that you that said great idea but didn't actually like play out the way that people had hoped?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And a while ago, did you ever use what was called Metal Pay? It's a wallet, Metal Pay.
I did not. I did not use Pay, but I have watched those Netflix documentaries about some of those scam card things that happened. There was like Bit Scam, and then there was another one that was called like Coin Card or something like that. And bro, they're just so entertaining to watch because it's not cool that they like, extracted liquidity from the public and all these people that, got essentially robbed, but there's something so fascinating to me about the people like the Bernie Madoff situation. He extracted $12 billion from the public over 35 years and kept the hustle going and was able to keep the shell game going too, where it's like someone's like, hey, Bernie, I need to pull out my $100 million. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Here, I'll have it to you by the end of the week. And then he goes out and he has to go find new investors. And he's like, hey, look, I'm going to need $200 million if you want to work with me. Like, 100 million is not even going to cut it. That's not even that you just wasted my time at 100 million. So he like sweet talks the guys into giving him, more than he needs so he can pay back, the people that are trying to withdraw. The hustle is like, I'm like, he did that for, it was like 30 years or 35 years, and he ruined a lot of people's lives. So I'm not condoning scams and behavior. I've been rugged. It sucks. I hate it. But there is something there's something fascinating about the fact that he was able to execute it, and the whole story about he actually had 2 levels in the same building. One level was the business that was like taking people's money and investing it, and I just got a text message from one of my buddies in this room that says he has a bunch of pie. So hey, if anyone needs pie, hit him up. But you have to figure out which one he is. But so Bernie Madoff, he owned 2 floors in this high-rise building. The top floor was the one that was like the above the belt, following compliance, and was the investing firm. The floor underneath was the one that did all of the like accounting, fudging of the numbers and moving things around, falsifying documents, making the investments look like they were creating returns that were like ungodly returns. He was getting like promising people like 15% returns and things like that on, $200 million investments and things like that. And so if you don't know anything about the Madoff story, I was talking to somebody about it yesterday and they were like, who? And they didn't know who Bernie Madoff was. And Mr. G, what's your I don't know. I just want to hear your input on Bernie Madoff. He's a huge piece of shit for ruining so many people's lives. Yeah, that's goes without saying. But what do you think about what a crazy business model, the biggest Ponzi scheme that no one knew that they were joining?
I mean, just reminds me of the movie Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Well,
It's just
brilliant
you keep
movie.
it going. So that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, the great scammers, that go down in history, that you don't want to model, but you kind of wish you had some kind of piece of what they were doing.
The juice is never worth the squeeze, though, and that's what those movies like Wolf of Wall Street very much makes that clear, because like as you're watching him like live the life, like he's got his yacht and his helicopter, and you're like God, this guy's got it all, and you see what it ends up costing him, and it's in the end it wasn't worth it, obviously, because he turned his life around and has devoted himself to educating people about financial literacy and investing and being an entrepreneur and all of those things without ripping people off. As far as I understand, I believe that's what Jordan, I forget his last name, but I believe that's kind of his his MO. Am I right on that?
Jordan Belfort, right?
Space. Yeah. So what else is new? Let's keep the conversation going. Mr. G, what else? Can I bring you up on here to be co-host with me? Because I keep getting knocked off stage, and it will actually be easier if I have a co-host. Let me see if I can do this real quick.
Yeah, give it a try. I'm out and about using Wi-Fi, so yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if you guys could tell, but my audio is starting to glitch when I have a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, so what else is going on in the world of Mr. G?
Just with your space and others, I've just collected, individuals that are building. So I'm just helping to evaluate projects right now, give some validity, find out, because a lot of them from Nigeria. There's some great projects going on over there that I'm looking to support.
Yeah.
Some in Africa, some here locally, and just through seeing what we can do, figuring out which monetize so we can build on the longer term ones. But yeah, so I'm just gathering information at this point is all I'm doing. I don't have a new ticker, but if anybody's got a new one, I love writing them down. So figuring out which projects can get done sooner to monetize so we can build on the longer term ones. But yeah, so I'm just gathering information at this point is all I'm doing. I don't have a new ticker, but if anybody's got a new one, I love writing them down. So thank you.
You want to hear some crazy, or let me see. I'm having issues. Okay, cool. I'm back
Only
up.
half paying attention.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
pleasure to make your acquaintance, Song Jam. I've been following you because I actually have some music projects that I'm looking to collaborate with. I have a son that's a music artist, so that's kind of the reason.
Oh, right. Oh, that's super cool. That's good to hear. Yeah, what kind of music is he doing?
He's into spiritual hip hop.
That's
amazing.
sick. I got some spiritual hip hop for you right here. Here, let's see if I can.
He does.
Here, check this out. There we go. Some spiritual.
Yeah.
This is spiritual. Here we go. Yeah, let's see those emojis. I got some spiritualness right here. Yo. Here we go. Getting spiritual on the track. Today.
Marvin, do it like a Martian. I'm looking so crazy. I ain't even started. I just tapped the coin and yo, it just farted. Cheeks rock the walls, everyone darted. Cheeks wreck the chart, now they're dearly departed. Pulling up the spaces like yo, here's the party. I just walk the floor while listening to Cardi. Mixing on Zora till I'm in the Rari. Ain't keeping the alpha light, I ain't even sorry. Dropping hot alpha, yes I do it all day. You know I love to, that's why I let you chill all day. I'm running the public, I must be in trouble. The bag's about to double, the back's to burst the bubble. These haters can't see me, they need to get a hubble. I've been shitting on these haters, pissing on the huddle. You see on some other shit, a completely different level. I just see I'm dead for. You can run the rebel. This salon is haters, they just saw our best, they just make this movie incredible.
Caught that. I don't know if you caught that, Adam. Did you hear the shout out to Hong Kong on there?
Bro, I didn't catch that. I did get like
listen to
that's a shout out to me. Is that a shout out to me?
That's a shout out to you. Listen to the lyrics here. Watch.
I'm honored.
Here. I listen to how it starts. One of the first lines is shout out to Hong Kong. I say something about NFTs from Japan. Shout out to Hong Kong, where you at?
What's the ticker? Where's it at? The salon is in the bag. I got these means straight from Japan. Shout out Hong Kong, where you at? Marvin, do it like the Martian. I'm looking so crazy. I ain't even started.
See what I mean? I said I got these.
Love it, man.
I got these.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. NFTs from Japan, Hong Kong, where you at? So yeah, that was a little shout out to you. I should have thrown your name. I should have been Adam from Hong Kong, where you at? We got the DJ on the jam. Ooh, yeah, dude. It's a party. Dude. Anyway, so I didn't mean to go sideways with that, Mr. G. I was just trying to have a good time. But dude, the spiritual hip hop that Seth is doing. So is he
Oh,
actually?
oh, I'm sorry. It's not Seth. It's my other son,
Oh,
Chris Cray.
okay, cool. Well, that's a good name for a hip hop artist for sure. Chris Cray. Damn. Is that his like rap name, or is that his like a government name? I don't mean to like
No,
dog.
that's his rap. That's his rap name.
Who?
Criscray. Real easy to spell. I can send you his. He's here on this platform. We're actually going to be
Yeah,
in Stu Kwan's music space Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, just to get things kicked off.
dude, I love this right now. This is your son, Chris Cray Music, artist manager, official LA Rocks inquiries. Yeah, out of Florida. This is you. This is your son, right? Because
Yeah, yeah, you found him.
yeah. I'm quick with it, my friend. Oh man, dude, this is cool as
Yo,
hell. What's up?
my bad, bro.
No, you're good.
I'm in two conversations and I forgot, honestly. And then I heard MK Ultra. I was like, oh, snap back to reality real quick. Yeah, bro, I just want to come through and give y'all an update. We had some people leave the CTO team is still there. Project Ascend really helped us from Pump with creator rewards. We're live streaming on there multiple times a week, and we do spaces Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for MK Ultra, the conspiracy theories. Friday, we're having a big space about marijuana and just the conspiracy about it, why the government kept it from us so long, if it has these health benefits. Would love to see Tricky there. I know he's not in here no more, but I invited him already. But yeah, man, we're just continually building. We signed a couple new partners this week with $ Stonks and DCA, dollar cost average. They're helping us on the back end with some liquidity pools and things like that. But yeah, bro, just in here grinding it out, working with this art, looking forward to these NFTs we got cooking.
Oh, very sick. That is dope. I like that. Um, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man, it's a timeless meta, dude. Conspiracy theories. That's what made me fall in love with it. It's not something that expires. We've been in it since 3K. We found it dead in the trenches. Been working on it ever since. People have come and gone, but the core team's still in the background, still holding strong. We've got over 50 million locked, and yeah, bro, just got supply in the right hands this time.
Nice, nice. Um, so let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to stream on Pump. Again, I could have swore. So when I go onto my account, I go to profile. I can see coins that I've created, creator coins, creator rewards, claim rewards.
How old is that coin, too, brother?
It's old, old.
Okay, because they I don't know if this plays a part in the streaming, but I know when the creator rewards that they 10x and everything for Project Ascend, it only applies to like May or April of this year, and tokens like CTO'd and created from then. I think it's because Pump Swap has to be in there. I don't know if that's the case with the live streaming though. And Dick, any questions you got, bro? I had to figure out my way around Pump. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm 37 years old, just figuring things out, bro, clicking buttons. And
Yeah.
yeah, if I can help you, I will, brother. You know that.
Yo, yeah. So let me see. Yeah, I'm live right now. Oh shit. Okay. Cool. It looks like I got the video going. Bro, what? Let me see this. Yeah,
It's sick, bro. You can share your screen if you don't want to stream like your face. You can share your stream or a screen. Like I do mine. Like we'll do poker playing on StreamYard with my boy Andrew and Clutch, and literally I'll just stream the screen and sit there and talk. We always have a conspiracy of the day, and always good conversation. So we let our fan base and community see that.
yeah, I'm so perplexed. So I have my stream going, but it's like I'm having trouble. Oh, it's because I have OBS open. So it's because I'm already streaming in OBS. Typically, you can't access your camera from hold on, wait.
Right.
Is this working? Yeah, I think it's just giving me a black screen for my I will
See, like
I'm yeah.
my
Go ahead.
laptop won't for some reason. Like my camera works for StreamYard, and I can show my face on there all day. But when I go to Pump and I try to share my laptop camera, it won't give me anything. I don't understand that part either. But if I go to StreamYard, I can do I can literally take the camera and hit the camera, and it gives me a piano in the background and everything. I look rich. It's pretty dope.
Dude, what's the ticker? Save title. So yeah, I'm just kind of like messing around with this while I have you guys live with me. So forgive me, anyone that's tuning in. That's like, I thought this was what's the ticker, not tick. Oh, I'm a genius. I found what I was looking for. The RTMP stream, get key and URL. That's all I need. I can pump that into OBS, and I will be good to go. Ooh, that is sexy. Yes, I'm gonna be able to fix. Yeah, I'll be able to get like my stream with the overlays, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop streaming to YouTube because it's at this point it's pointless. I'm not getting the views, and I will never get monetized because the niche is just there's probably like 15 people on YouTube looking for crypto information. Like it's just not the place. I mean, I learned about meme coins on YouTube. I don't know if anyone else followed that same degen path to being wrecked, but it was like how to find 100x meme coins on YouTube on a Dex Screener or whatever, and I'm on Pump Fun, and so I'm like researching all these videos. I'm like, oh dude, this couldn't be easier. It seems like very easy, and so you just like look for the certain things. Oh, it's been created within 5 days. It has a market cap between 0.5 mil to 5 mil. It has this many holders. It has like a fire ticker. It was dropped by this dev. Like the distribution looks like this. There's like all these certain boxes that you check, and you're like, oh, okay, this is for sure a winner. And then you run it up. And then you hit I don't know, you hit like a 2x or a 3x, and you're like, nah, this is going to 10x though. This is going to 10x because you don't realize that you bought in way later than everyone else, and the sell pressure is incredibly high now, and now you've made yourself exit liquidity. And so timing, you're doing this timing balance of like, oh, I'm going to pretend like I know how to trade because I watched a YouTube video, and I did that enough. The sad thing about it, or the crazy thing about it, is that you can have success doing that as well. There was times with slippage that I would put in I think it was like $150, and with the slippage, it was saying that my payout was $1,500. And I was like, that can't be right. And press send, press swap, and all of a sudden I have 15, and then swap that $1,500 worth of whatever that Cuban, I think it was a Mark Cuban token it was a rug that got launched, swapped it immediately for the Solana and secured the bag. And so you do that a couple times, you can get lucky, and you're like, I thought I had figured out a money printer, a cheat code. But you can lose it. What Wilder also reminds me of is as you make that money fit faster and quicker and easier, then that appetite for risk just 1,000x's, and then so all of a sudden you're putting $500, $700 on to these super low cap meme coins that are rugs anyway, and then all of a sudden you're losing $500 every 3 seconds. It's like, oh shoot. And I'm kind of being dramatic, it wasn't exactly like that, but I've had this conversation with a few other people that have experienced. Yeah, Adam's giving me the thumbs up. Adam remembers those 3 a.m. DGen nights where just losing sleep. Dude, if I keep it up at this rate, it's not sustainable, And so thank God, I met Wild, who kind of helped me get a grasp on diversification and blue chips and the importance of stable coins of more stability in the chart and everything. And so talking to Adam, he's like, yeah, I'm holding Bitcoin and I'm holding Ethereum. It's I'm putting my money, that's as good as the savings account pretty much in terms of your security there. Ethereum's never going anywhere anytime soon, dude, because everything is essentially built on top of it. So that would be it would just be like the Federal Banking Reserve just disappearing and just no longer existing one day. It's just most likely not going to happen. Well, that will happen, but probably not in our generation. That's actually such a weird deep dive in a conversation that I want to know what Mr. G thinks about the Federal Banking Reserve, which is inaccurately named because it has no federal ties except that it is a giant like Ponzi scheme on the federal level. I would say. What do you think? What about that, Mr. G? How much longer can the Federal Reserve keep this scam going?
That's a good question. I mean,
Or am I?
as you know,
Sorry.
it's not staying very independent, depending on what the administration has to say. But yeah, I mean, it's dual mandate. We'll see if it stays as part of its independence or it becomes part of the executive branch. We don't know yet.
Wow, huh? Damn. That's yeah. A part of the executive. Because it being a private entity, that just I don't understand it enough that why would it they want to make it a part of the government essentially then, right? Like a federal institution.
I mean, it already is that. It's just supposed to be separated and not in control of the president, and the president wants control of it.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Yeah, because if he can lower interest rates, it's going to help our deficit. But the Fed's mandate is not to help our deficit; it's to maximize employment and keep inflation at bay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, and then the money printer aspect of it as well. So like just printing more money, and I love those like infographics and everything. That's like how much space would all of the Bitcoin in existence once it's all minted out, how much space will it occupy? And it's like one shipping container, and then it shows a picture next to it of all the money that was printed last year alone. And I forget what it is. It's like actually I don't want to throw out incorrect numbers because that's just gonna I don't want to put out false information, but you know where I'm going with this, correct? That as the Fed just prints more money and then the value becomes worth less, it's like it's just this crazy it's a crazy dynamic, and I feel like not enough people understand it. I don't understand it enough where I could like teach it. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to see your kind of like stance and your opinion on the Federal Banking Reserve and how basically it screws people over because like long story short, it makes our values, the value of the US dollar becomes worth less over time because the Fed can just keep printing money, even though it's not necessarily a government entity. It's a private company. Is that correct, or am I mistaken with that?
No. They're not a private company. They're part of the government. That's why the president has so much power in being able to appoint, Jerome Powell back in the day, and now he's looking to get rid of him, appoint somebody else. But if you want to learn just a little bit, take a look at basically what the dollar is. And I know you know how to look at that, just looking at what the dollar is according to all the other currencies in the world. And that kind of gives you that litmus test, if you will, of is it strong? Is it a strong dollar? Is it a weak dollar? And, that's a double-edged sword for companies that are domestic. So, yeah, just a good starting point.
Yeah. You mean so? Cool. I really like this because this is humbling for me because as you're picking up on, I'm like I don't understand this enough to teach it. And so like a goldback, for instance, like in some like parts of the desert here in like the outskirts of California or like Central California, they're like trading with goldbacks over in some of these places because of and why would you do that versus US dollar goldbacks? People that are still trading with those, like to buy like groceries and stuff. I was recently watching something of these people that are living off the grid doing that thing, and they had actual goldbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of that that doesn't make sense to me. And even now, let's say right now, how everybody's trying to allow you to pay with your crypto. Crypto right now is really a storage of value, and we don't buy cups of coffee with gold, and I don't see in the future us needing to buy cups of coffee with Bitcoin because it's going to be the gold 2.0. So just understanding, how each currency and each new creation, like the tokens we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
does have its place, and we need to understand how it works.
Yeah. 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 So it was actually, so it was a documentary that I had watched years ago. It's like 10 years old. It's called Zeitgeist. And it goes into about how the Federal Banking Reserve is actually a private company and not a government entity like most people think. And so what I'm curious, and so I'm not trying to like argue with you, but I'm wondering what this misconception that I have is, or how or maybe how like his choice of words in the documentary I watched like maybe vague like loosely made what he was saying true even though it's not. So there is something I do need to do my own research on that, because yeah, I was under the impression that the let's see, the Federal Banking Reserve, private private or public. Oh yeah, that's a common search thing. So when you who owns the Federal Reserve is not owned by any. It was created by the Federal Reserve Act to serve as the nation's central bank. But if it's the nation's central bank, it is owned by the government. Then is it a corporation here on Ask Economics? The simple answer is yes and no. Here is so there is some controversy because it's still relatively independent of government to isolate the Fed from day-to-day political pressures. And so that's what you were talking about as far as the being under the executive branch. It's that there's not as much control. They kind of uh, um, they make it so that the executive branch doesn't have complete control over the Federal Reserve. Is that kind of uh,
Yeah,
basically?
that's what they mean by trying to keep it independent.
Yeah. Yeah, Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act on December 23rd, 1913. And so I thought it was, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do more research into the history of this. Have you watched Zeitgeist documentary by chance?
No, that sounds interesting. I'll have to take a look at that.
So Zeitgeist the movie is it's insane, and it talks about the war machine, and it talks about what war does for the economy and like why wars are incited, and it's Zeitgeist is very interesting. I don't I watched it at a young age. It came out in 2007. But yeah, it's Peter Joseph's documentary explores controversial links between organized religion, global financial markets, and the international power structure, and it deep dives into all sorts of things about, like for instance, like with religion and like the story of like Jesus and how and the story and ancient Egyptian religions and parallels between pagan religions and so on, and how all these like borrowed stories, they're reoccurring stories, and basically how they also translate to astrological um, how do you say, like measuring the sky, like and the seasons and the cycles of the suns and or cycles of the sun and things like that, and the moon. So basically, religions back in the pagan days were all based on like the stars and what they could observe, and over the course of history with like so what I'm not like biased one way or another about any of that. Like I'm not like a religious person, but I do find all of this stuff about especially with government involvement in this stuff, and like kind of
false pretenses and things like that, like maybe like governments or institutions trying to make things seem one way, like a facade. Oh, we're doing this is for your benefit, or we're doing this because this is a positive thing for this, but really it's a money printer, it's a cash machine. Or like the war machine is another example. And I'm not trying to deep dive into conspiracy theory, but the war machine is absolutely. Have you seen War Dogs with Jonah Hill? The movie?
Just parts of it, not the whole thing.
So in one part in the movie, they're talking about how the war machine is such the economy of it, and they're saying something like it's like $70,000 for the uniform and equipment to equip one U.S. soldier. It's like 70 grand just for like the uniform and the helmet and like the vest and like the all the stuff that they need to carry, like just the uniform alone. It's like $300 helmet, like $500 this, like $300 pants, like $200 boots, like every little the vest, like $200. But it ends up being like $70,000 when it's all said and done, with the weapons and the ammunition and like the night vision goggles, and you know what I'm saying. So once you start breaking it down, War Dogs is they were a couple young guys in their 20s. It's a true story. It's kind of like the Wolf of Wall Street type of story, but what they had tapped into, it wasn't the stock market, it was arms dealing, trading arms on this. It was like the eBay of arms trading for U.S. government contracts in the mid 2000s. And so they made a fortune, they made a killing buying and selling arms to the U.S. military, and end up War Dogs is it's a sick film, because it kind of does give you an idea into the racket, which is the war machine, and that's another debate too, diving into like war and stuff like that. All I'm saying is that the economy of it is there's just a lot to it, and there's a lot to unpack there. So sorry if I'm going off on a negative, if it sounds negative, but I just think it's like remarkable the amount of money that gets spent on this type of stuff, and how little the public is informed about this in general too. Because if this isn't like public, they don't teach you about this in school, these sorts of things. You know what I mean? So I feel bad. Timbo dropped off. Oh man, I hope I didn't leave him hanging too long with his hand up. This is an open platform for anyone to come up on stage and join the conversation. Absolutely. So if anyone, please request up on stage if you want to keep the space going. Today we do have, let me see, I do have the Song Jam. I'll load that into the space while we get some requests. Aubrey, I'd like to hear how you're doing today. We got some faces that are not so familiar. I'd like to welcome everyone that's joined, and I do want to know what's the ticker. I want to know if anyone's got any projects that they would like to shill, because that's what we do this for. Unfortunately, today Wilder is under the weather. So she's currently left it up to me to host the space, and that's why I did not have any sort of discussion planned. But I can keep it going. I do want to get this. Oh yes, we got Adam.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm happy to be here when you're. I hope you get your stream going on Pump Fun. That's going to be a historic moment, right? Or is it already going? I'm watching, actually. I'm watching on your. I was trying to find your account on Pump, but I don't know if I found it. I've got there's another Wendigo AI called WAI is the ticker.
Mine is
but I think that's wrong.
Mine's WNDAI. It also says off chain. Because it was created off chain. What? May appear to actual coin creator. Let me see. And Wendigo AI. I had made this in seconds. I wonder if this is the only token if I log. Let me log out here. I wonder if I can log in with my Phantom. Let me log in with my Phantom wallet and see, because I think I may have another Pump Fun account that's associated with one of my Phantom wallets. I do. So this one I actually prefer. Transfer from wallet. What is this? Why would I want to transfer? Hell yeah, really. What am I doing here? Transfer from wallet? Account balance. It's an empty. Okay, so if I close that, okay, Trap House. Okay, so now view profile. Is this? There we go. Sick coins. How many did I launch any here? Cool. So I have Ski Pepe and Soul XBT. Sick. So these are a couple of coins I launched that never went anywhere. Let me see. Oh, this is dope. All right. So, and then can I change my username? I can. So I'm going to change it to TickWeb3. I'm going to say bio is going to be what's the ticker with Wild&Tic. Dude, I really appreciate you, Adam, for kind of like refocusing my attention. If you can't
this
tell,
is the important thing.
yeah. Well, if you couldn't tell, I was kind of like, Wilder is sick today. So she's like, yeah, Tic, I need you to host today. And like, bro, I wish I had any sort of heads up so that I could have kind of like arranged something to talk about.
Yeah.
So
I see.
I've been just freestyling.
This is a meaty topic though. I mean,
This
like
is awesome.
a pump, launching a pump stream is like, this will be the second one I've been in.
This is going to be sick.
For the launch actually. So I'm kind of,
yeah.
And it was mental. And also what happened as soon as they launched, the space just filled up with people, you know?
Yeah.
So it was, oh wow, look at that. That looks cool.